January 3rd, 2018, and I got some lumber, 2x4s. I've been ripping down into 2x2s, a few more up there on the Jeep, and I'm going to start doing some framing on the bus. About damn time, right? I know I mentioned it in an earlier episode, probably like episode 2 or 3, something like that. Before I actually did the roof raise, I pointed this out at this rub rail right here. Actually, at this transition, the walls of the bus are straight up and down, right? 90 degrees to the ground. And then at this point, they tip in, and they tip in about 1.5 inches from here to here. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm doing here is framing the walls in so that you don't see that, so that the walls are going to be straight up and down from floor to ceiling. From floor to ceiling. So down there I've got a 2x4 ripped to 1.5 inches by 1 3/4. It's sitting up against the wall at 1.5 inches thick. This mid girt is at 1.5 inches. And this one, I don't know if you can tell, maybe you can't, but I'm telling you, at the bottom it's 1.5 inches. Here it's at 1.5 inches, and at 4 foot it's at 7/8. I've got this piece ripped down to 7/8 of an inch. And then from there to the top to here, so from here to here, it's 1.5 inches to nothing. So when I do the interior walls here, the majority of this is going to be straight up and down. I'm just going to simplify a lot of the framing in here. That's going to make my life miserable around the windows, because the windows are tilting in roughly 1 inch. I'll show you over here. So you see at the top of that window, this vertical 2x2, it's about, what, at that point it's nearly 0 to 1.5 inches. So that means when I go to trim this window out, I'm going to have to cut my trim on an angle. That'll be later, much later. I have to do that here in both the back windows in the master and the front windows. Yeah, it's working on the final layout. I've had this idea in my head for over a year, and now it's coming down to the wire. This is going to be the head, a 30x30 shower, crapper, corner vanity, and then the refrigerator is going to sit on this pedestal. Let's go sit on this pedestal. So right now I just drilled a couple holes through, made a template for the vent, drilled a couple holes through the side, and I'm going to go mark out the vent hole. I'm going to install that, or at least get the opening cut tonight. Hey, I'm winging it, people. I have a general idea, and now I'm just nailing it down. So I need to go, where's my tripod? Tripod. Go out here and I'll mark this opening and cut it. It's starting to get chilly. I'm going to throw my sweatshirt on too. On a side note, If you like Sharpies, you'll love these. These are Revmark. I'm not being compensated by the company. I wish I was. But this is a pretty cool little marker. It's designed to clip on your belt, your tool belt. And it allows you to single-handedly remove the cap and reinstall the cap so it'd be on your belt, right? Imagine this is your belt, right? So you don't have to take two hands. You'd be holding something, you know. Anyway, and they have a really fine point, and they last a long time, a lot longer than a Sharpie. And if you know who Mike Rowe is and his foundation, Mike Rowe Works, I believe if you buy the Mike Rowe merchandise on Revmark's website, a portion of the proceeds go to Mike Rowe's foundation to support scholarships for a trade school. And instead of people going to college, going to trade school, because we need more tradesmen. So I just thought I love these things. I go through these like cotton candy, not because they wear out quick, but because I'm really disorganized and I lay them all over the place and I buy them by the case. But Revmark.com, if you're interested, tell them Diesel Freak sent you. Maybe they'll sponsor me. That would be glorious. Grinder in my sweatshirt. Gah! Alright, we'll see how that sets tomorrow. If it's gonna set, that's gonna work as a glue. That would be great. If not, I'm gonna have to make some tabs and attach it from the inside. That is meant to be fastened to wood framing, which I don't have any around that hole. And if I have to, I'll dig some of that foam out and frame it in wood and do it that way. But I'm gonna see if I can cheat a little bit with the caulk, see if that glues it in. But I'll tackle that tomorrow. I got a lot of what I needed to get done today. So back on the bus build, people. So I'm done for the night because I'm running out of daylight. And so till tomorrow, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry. Have a splendid day. I'll leave you with some sunset.